All right, so here's the admin page, and we have successfully protected it so that only if you're in an admin role can you navigate to this page. But nevertheless, we want to make sure that even if somebody who's not allowed to be here, types admin and somehow the DOM is loaded, the template is loaded, the controller is loaded, right? Instantiates it. It'll be useless, right? Because the server will refuse to provide any data, right? So even if the template navigation succeeds, right, the server side data would refuse to talk to this template, okay? Because the data doesn't live here, right? The data lives on the server, right? And even though you might be able to load certain DOM elements and instantiate some JavaScript objects on the client side, right? That client side doesn't do anything without the data from the server, right? And the only way to get data from the server is that you have a valid cookie, right? And that cookie can't be tampered with, right? Because it was generated by the server, and it's going to be validated by the server, right? And if the identity that is tied to that cookie doesn't have the admin role, the server can certainly refuse to talk to anybody without the proper role. Make sense? So let's work on that next, right? Now, to demonstrate this, we first need to add some functionality here for the admin to do something, right? We don't have the admin doing anything interesting right now, right? So let's add a couple of use cases that would be only available to the admin, right? For instance, only the admin should be able to list all the users, for instance, right? Or remove a user other than themselves, or modify somebody else's profile, okay? Or some super user kind of powers, okay, that only an admin should be allowed to do. So let's start by giving an admin these capabilities, and then let's see how we can protect some of those use cases. All right. So let's for instance, let's start by adding an admin page, right? That would give some menu for some of these powers, right? So let's go back to the admin page, and in the admin page, let's create a simple menu. I like to use ULs for even for menus. They're very elegant. So let's do some class list group, and in here, let's add a couple of affordances, some powers here, right? So let's have a group item here, and maybe they can manipulate users. Maybe they can manipulate websites. Maybe they can manipulate any reviews that might have some offensive content that we need to take down. Some posts. Okay, right. So if we go back to the admin page, there we have. So we have the beginnings of what it looks like a menu, right? For instance, let's focus on the users menu, right? So the users menu might be a hyperlink that might allow us to navigate to a list of users. So this might be #admin/users, right? Singular. Okay, and if I navigate to users, I would like to be able to see maybe the list of all the users. All right, so let's implement that. Let's implement that next. Okay.